You mentioned that you're pulling beehive in and then you're putting ice back out.
Yes.
Any thought that there's just too much product out there for one company? I know your business model, but I mean the hunting season is long enough as it is that you get pretty much year round. Would that not create more mystique and make it more fun to chase stuff down when you have a bit longer instead of just 2 weeks before?
And here's some of the fundamental things that that happens in our hobby. Sometimes when a product like SBA hits, 2 weeks later, I'm getting questions. What's next? What's next? And what's the next product? Part of our collecting community is you guys, the player collectors and all that. Part of our collecting community is what we call, the big whales. The guys that open like cases upon cases upon cases. We need to maintain their interest in a product. If we don't, we're going to lose them. And by all means, you guys are player collectors, so if these guys are opening cases of hockey and they're giving you a big supply of all your singles, and also these guys are gone, your singles are not going to surface. I mean, it adds to alert. We have to evaluate each product, what each product means to the hobby. If they're set collectors, if they're player collectors, if they're just case breakers. And I think if you look at our overall portfolio, it's pretty well rounded. I mean, Chris will never sit there and open Victory, right?
Just a couple.
Just to have some fun, just to pass some time. But the thing is, case breakers are never open Victory. We have to look at it as an overall business. There's two sides of the business right now. There's the hobby stores and there's retail stores, okay, like your Walmarts and all that. Walmarts they're like, wow, hockey sells. Can't believe it. So it's great because they're creating a new collecting community for the hobby stores. So we got to feed off each other. If you have a hobby store and you're always getting Victory and MVP and Upper Deck and that's it for the year, you're going to be happy? You're not. You want the high-end products.
Oh yeah, no. There's a difference between like 3 or 4 products, and I mean, how many total products will you guys have out for 708?
Okay, but let's say we have 20. Let's assume 22. I didn't do the numbers, right? Let's say 22. Well, Ovation is a Walmart-only exclusive, so that's that avenue. Okay. You can look at Victory. I'm sure a lot of you may collect it, but a lot of you don't open a lot of it. MVP. And it's like, when I ask people, what brand should I bring back? Hands go up. Oh, this brand's great. This brand's great. No, let's do the tobacco cards. Let's do Ice Kings. Let's do all this kind of unique stuff. What brands do you want to eliminate? How about this one? No, you can't eliminate that one. That's what I hear. I mean, it seems like almost every brand has its niche.
Yeah, what was interesting was during the lockout, when there wasn't anything, we were still producing it, but we were overwhelmed that it was being consumed like it was being consumed. We said, we're going to scale back, we're not going to produce this, that, and the other. People kind of flipped out, and they said, we need it. We need our hockey. So we continued to produce some through that, but we were amazed by how much it sold through.
What's your overall best product or seller? Upper Deck, the Series 1 again?
Well, you have to look at Upper Deck as our number one product in terms of, it has retail channels, it has hobby channels. I mean, everyone collects a set of Upper Deck. We envision, as a company, that the Peachy brand is going to overtake that title again.
The first summit that we had, there was a lot of discussion about bringing kids, younger people into the hobby, and there's not a lot of young people here today. Right. One back there. Have you guys made any headway into that?
Well, let's discuss some of our marketing programs. Chris has been intimately involved in them. Last year, I can tell you right now, we have udkids.com, right?
Yeah.
Okay, udkids.com, upperdeckkids.com. Hockey, we had an interactive game, okay, that allowed the kids to enter a code, to shoot the puck, and they score. They scored to get a prize. Out of all the hits in terms of all the sports, hockey was number one back in being involved. The league has helped us out. I don't know if you guys heard about Power Play last year. We offered a backstage pass for a kid, a stick kid. We had a lot of press coverage on it. I mean, the kid had autographs from not only the young stars from the young stars game, he had autographs from all the stars, like Crosby, Solani, gave him a big hug and all this. He had pictures with everybody. Carly Littman gave him the stick. I mean, when the game was like 5 minutes left, you see tears in the kid's eye. He's crying already. But it's over. This year, it's only 2 kids. We're spending millions of dollars trying to get kids in, and that's why in hockey, we can talk about reducing the number of brands, but if our hobby stores, if it's up to them, they would reduce the Victory, they would reduce the MVP. But they make more money on the higher end brands because your profit margins are higher. So not profit margin, but your price point's higher. So the lower end products, you want to have those available for the kids. I get pressure every single day. Say, hey, we can go to $4.99. Let's go to $9.99. Let's go to $19.99. And but I love the 99-cent products. I love $1.99. But as much attention goes into those products as it does to the products that the company own. But it requires more work on Chris's part because he helps to market those products. And I think we've done a good job. The league has been great. I mean, look at this year at McDonald's. It's coming out in a couple of weeks. McDonald's cards look unbelievable. And you know what? I know what's going to happen. Some countries go, I can't believe they did this for McDonald's. These cards look unbelievable. How can they not do it in the hobby for hobby cards? Well, we're trying to grow the hobby. We're trying to get kids to go, hey, it's a shiny card. I love this card.
So Mickey D's.
Along those lines, are we going to see more Sunkist and Gatorade again, or what's other?
Sure. I mean, I can tell you now, Pepsi did a premium with uncut sheets on the box of the Pepsi boxes. I think it just stresses how great the Canadian public has been in terms of buying our premium products. McDonald's a sellout. Sunkist has done well. Gatorade has done well. All the companies are coming and say, hey, let's get hockey cards, and it's great. It's great to see.
If you're talking about bringing interest back to the kids, something like what Topps does with their heritage in baseball, where I know it's never been a part of Upper Deck's product to put bubble gum in the products, but if you
I'm glad you actually brought that up.
if you
I'm glad you brought
paper
that up.
wrapper, and then like the packs are paper wrapper with a cello piece of gum inside the pack.
I'm very glad you brought that up. Number one, wax paper is a dinosaur. There's no machines that can do a wax paper like the way it was.
Well, the Topps doesn't use wax.
No, it doesn't use wax paper.
No, it uses it's a paper. But
It's like what we did for Beehive. It's like that type of paper.
very much.
Okay, but Opecia, we still have it in a foil format. Okay, but I'm glad you brought the whole gum thing. We do have a gum SKU for Opecia this year. Okay, so it'd be a piece of gum with a thicker pack, but it's not available. It's not for the hobby store.
Is it a gum blocker, or
Is it buyback gum?
Jeremy, you got to edit a lot of this. It's going to be a stick of gum and a pack of cards underneath.
Buy back.
I'm glad you brought it up. It is something.
It's a great idea.
It's more of a retail type belief.
I know it goes over tremendously with Topps when they do their heritage baseball and stuff like that. And it's a very collectible set every year. And I just thought it would be something great to see in Opecia, because all the old Opecia collectors are used to buying packs for 25 cents and getting 14 cards and a stick of gum.
It'll last you for like 2 minutes.
Yeah. And it's got the white powder
Yeah, the
on
white
it,
powder all
and
over
it's so
the-
dry,
Yeah.
and it's soft, it's all stale, but it's great.
Because I realized that for hockey, Series 1 and for your hot prospects, you guys only put in a certain amount of decoys in your pack. Is there a reason why you're not doing every pack there's a decoy? Every
Well, the decoy cost, believe it or not, is tremendous. I can tell you right now, the amount of dollars that are being saved is substantial, very
Right.
substantial. And, there's also the fact that when you go to retail outlets, people think that if you put a decoy card, you still can't search. You still can search them. It's very easy.
I'm
to
just
search.
wondering why you guys not putting them in all the packs.
Let's put it this way. We heard we'd rather have content than the
Yeah,
decoys.
obviously. Right.
So if we take out the content and put more into decoys, that's a fine balance. So we heard, we need to have decoys back, so that's why we're doing to a percentage of the packs instead of every single pack having a decoy. Does everyone have any more questions at all? Any more ideas? Thanks,
everyone.
Thanks.
I have my business card if you guys want them. Come by and collect my business card. Email me anytime.
I don't know if I have your email.